So, sorry for the cut up. I guess my fabulous hand just decided it was just time to do a part two. So, after having that Danish, I was like, okay, there's something those Amish people are doing. And especially after the cheese, I was like, okay, I'm really full after eating that. What's wrong with that? There's something wrong with this whole picture. And a lot of this is just like, okay, I don't want to be this, big. I can't walk. I hate how this is going. I load this fat to the entirety of my soul. I want to eat better. I feel so full. And this cheese is the densest thing that I've ever had in my entire life. And it tastes so good. Why? And then I got angry. I'd like to let you know that my version of angry is not the same version of angry as most people. My version of angry tends to come out very creatively. I imagine that this is God's way of going, Jamie, here's your spiritual gifts. Now, I would like to let you have these spiritual gifts so that you can use them to testify of my atonement. Well, the atonement of Jesus Christ is incredibly important, and that's why I gave you these gifts. So that's why I'm here today. Because right after I had my back surgery, I was eating those simple foods. I couldn't finish them. I couldn't. There was no salt. There's nothing, right? So I was just eating simple fruits and vegetables. Now, I was sitting there, I'm like eating, and I'm like, I can't finish this. But I kept holding on to the tray because I felt so bad. I'm like, I don't want to waste anything. Because, it's food and it's not just about paying for it. It's just, you want to be like a good steward, right? Like God gave us everything. And you don't want to waste it. And sometimes you do have to throw things away. And that's just part of it'll decompose, but it's just like, okay, I didn't want to throw it away. And I found it's like the place they had like these super, super tiny portions of ice cream too. I had a couple of those at midnight. One of the guys came in like in the middle of the night and he was like, you want some ice cream? I'm like, yeah, I'm burning up. I'd like some ice cream. And I was totally full, but I got some anyway. And, I just after tasting that food, and I was like, I hate salt when they asked about what I needed or butter or other things. And I was just like, I didn't want it. I just overwhelmingly didn't want it. And in that moment, I was just like, I'm so mad right now. I do not ever want to be this again. I want this surgery to succeed. I want to be successful. I want everything to work out. And I just been praying about that surgery. And because that's a really major surgery to have, especially a 310. And it took a long while. I had to wear, the giant things for my bones to grow. They had to cut the sides of my back. And then because of sciatic nerve problems, cut the sides and everything. And then they ground it into a powder. And then they put the bone growth stimulator in, and it took a long time to heal from that. I'm very grateful that I had that surgery. And after that, though, I started baking. I always loved these spaghetti and meatballs. I was eating like one gun a day, maybe two at most. And that was a very bad way to start out. But I had started cutting carbs and calories in, calories out, as one might say. That's not actually the full story. And I'll tell you that in part